There's 4 of us on camera at Knights of the Trail, but there's a 5th member that you don't get to see very often. And that's the 2017 Jeep Renegade 4x4. Or what we like to call the Adventure Mobile. You see, the Adventure Mobile is the most important member of our group because it gets us from point A to point B. It gets us to the trailhead. It gets us to the adventure. And today is going to be all about preparing your vehicle for long distance travel. Like cleaning out all your crap from your last adventure. Now the second stage is emergency. You want to be prepared in case you get in a wreck or run out of gas, you have car trouble. You want to make sure that you carry some extra food. I like to carry some Quaker Oat packets and energy bars, basically the same type of things that you would want to take with you on a hiking or backpacking trip. But make sure this is separate from that gear, okay, just in case you need to get back to the car and need to have some food right away in case you got in an emergency on the trail. So it's there waiting for you. And definitely carry some extra water, especially if there's some kind of delay. Maybe there isn't anything wrong with your vehicle or anybody in it, but maybe there was a wreck up ahead and there was a really long delay. So have some food on hand, have some extra water, and I also like to pack some Mio Sport with some electrolytes in it as well. It also wouldn't hurt to have a first aid kit on hand. I do not previously have one with me, but I am using the one that's in my backpack currently. You would want to have a flashlight, something different than your headlamp or the lamp that you used on the trail, just in case you ran out of batteries coming back from your adventure. It also wouldn't hurt to have a spare battery charger or spare batteries for any of the devices that you may have, specifically for your phones, any kind of GPS and navigational things, just so you can communicate with the outside world and get some help. There's also another emergency item that I like to carry on hand that you might not think about right away, and that's just some Windex and paper towels. Because you never know when you're going to drive through a big bug field and they're going to be smashing and crashing on your windshield and it's going to be all ooey and gross, and you need something to wipe that crap off with, especially if your car's windshield wiper fluid just isn't doing the job. Another great emergency item to have with you is some kind of log. It could be just a regular notebook, it can be an address book, but some kind of physical log that has emergency contacts in there and a manifest of all the people that is in your car at that time. Because you may not know that your best buddy is allergic to peanuts. Maybe he kept that a secret the whole time. You don't know his medical records. Maybe he's allergic to some kind of drug that you don't know about. Maybe you are backpacking and traveling with someone that you just met. So if there is an accident, you can have a manifest of who's in there. If somebody got thrown from the vehicle, they know to look for them, and make sure to date it on the day that you left. Next, we're going to talk about navigation. I like to take at least 3 forms of navigational tools to help me along my travels. The first one being a simple cell phone. You all know them, you all use them, but I like to keep a couple more around because I've been on trips where this thing is overheated and then just stopped working on me, and I had no way of knowing where I was. So that's when I actually flipped on my second form of navigational tools, and that's just a GPS. This one is the Magellan Roadmate. And if that fails on me, I always bring a trusty map. I know you new kids out there backpacking and traveling are like, what is this sorcery? What is this? I don't even know. I don't even understand what this is. Well, this is a way to navigate anywhere in the world that you want to go, and it will not fail on you. Just don't get it wet, unless you actually have a waterproof map, and they make those too. The next thing we're going to be talking about is entertainment. You want to do something to where you're not bored out there, especially if you're on a long distance travel. Some of you might even be with your best buds, but even then, talk can grow pretty stale after a while. So what I like to do is I like to bring some kind of car game. I got this game. Actually, me and my family, we went to the beach playing this game, and it was absolutely fun. They make an app similar to this as well, so you can look at all the various apps. But this is just a license plate game. You can unfold it and just mark off all the license plates that you've seen in North America. I'm not sure if they make it in other countries or not, but you might want to look into it. Another entertaining thing that you can do is you can get with your buddies ahead of time and come up with a custom-made adventure playlist. Maybe you're heading out west and you want to listen to some western music. Or maybe you're getting ready to head into the south and you want to listen to some bluegrass. Or anything to really get you pumped up and energetic and ready to hit that trail. Me personally, I like to switch on some Joe Satriani. Yeah, some Joe Satriani. You also want to invest in a multi-USB adapter charger. That way you can keep all your devices and phone charged throughout the journey. It wouldn't hurt to actually have the different types of USBs, one for Android and one for iPhone, because I know that the people that I'm traveling with, they all have different devices. They may forget theirs at home, so it'd be nice to just already have it in your vehicle at all times and have their back. Another thing I like to do is for clutter, I like to keep a grocery shopping bag in my vehicle along with a bunch of other shopping bags, and that way when you're traveling you can just go ahead and pick up after yourselves, and that way at your next rest stop you can just toss it in the trash. Especially if there's multiple people in your car can get pretty trashed pretty quickly. I mean, you're not a bunch of animals, are you? On second thought, don't answer that. Now, after you have all those stages complete, it's time to give your adventure mobile a bath. Nights before you take your car out on the road, check your oil, and if it's low or you're getting ready to come up on the 3,000 mile mark, go ahead and have it changed. Check your windshield wiper fluid. Go ahead and do an overall inspection just to make sure that all your fluids are filled up. Check your hoses, make sure there is no tears or it's getting old. Also, I would test your battery as well. that your adventure mobile is all nice and clean and you've checked all of the hoses and batteries and you made sure that you have plenty of food, you have emergency supplies, and you have at least 3 forms or at least 2 forms of navigation. If you're a AAA member, you may want to make sure you have your AAA card, your insurance cards, any kind of money, credit cards, debit cards that you will need to take on your journey with you, because you don't want to get 100 miles down the road and then realize that, oh crap, I don't have any money. So apologize for not going into full detail on car care and that sort of thing. This really isn't a car care channel. This is an adventure channel. This is a hiking and backpacking channel. But the thing that we really kind of forget about is just taking care of our vehicles that get us to the trailhead. And it's easy to look over because we're so excited to get out on the trail and stuff. We just hop in and go. But this is just a general overall guide to help you along the way. And hopefully you found this video informational. And if you did and you really like this channel and you want to see all kinds of backpacking, hiking adventures, as well as maybe some road adventures, make sure you ring that bell below, you like this video, and you subscribe. And until next time, Knights, safe travels. We'll see you out on the trail.